The angel's message to you tells you, if you see this around you, these are signs from the angels. My beloved, the signs of the angels occur much more frequently than you think. The angels surround you, they are by your side, they are part of your daily life, and in their path they leave numerous signs. Many times you are not aware of the trail of light that they leave behind them, but today I want to show you some examples of things that you may be seeing around you or that you can perceive without apparent explanation and that are actually signs of angels. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why, staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. The key to identify these signs is basically two things. First, they have no apparent explanation. That is, they are things that appear around you repeatedly without there seeming to be a logical explanation for it. And the second is the feeling they leave in you. Because even if you are not aware that what you see around you are signs of angels, the truth is that these signs do not leave you indifferent. That is, they catch your attention and perhaps leave you in a pensive state for a few minutes or even for days. All those things that catch your attention because they seem to be out of place may be signs of angels. Perhaps a sweet scent of flowers, fresh grass, smell of wet earth, a breath of fresh wind, a soft sound, like a light melody. Perhaps on some occasion you have seen near you a butterfly that has especially caught your attention, and it seems to be approaching you, flying around you without fear, wanting to be with you. And it is that many of these things that happen to you often are signals that the angels send you. By different means, angels send you messages and signals that go directly to your consciousness. But these messages you can also learn to interpret and decipher. Because ultimately the angels leave these signals for you to notice, to feel, and to follow your intuition about it. Signals are an act of communication from a higher plane to the plane you inhabit. It is true that the senses of human beings are limited and in principle can only perceive through sight, hearing, taste, and touch the things that are available to them on the physical plane you inhabit. However, you should know that beings of light can occupy space on the plane you inhabit. They can descend, and often we do so to send you messages, to inspire your intuition, and even to provide you with energies. And so, all angels, after their passage, often leave signals for you to perceive, to notice, and to focus your attention on what is really important. And you don't have to look for much more complex explanations. Inside you have always known that these were signs from the angels. Because often things happen to you that cannot be explained according to simple human reason. To understand many of these things you have to use your spiritual intelligence and your divine wisdom. Perhaps you have been able to perceive strange flashes of light in unexpected places. Flashing lights that appear and disappear. Perhaps at a certain moment you have felt a lot of heat in your body followed by a great sense of calm. All these things, my beloved, happen for a reason, and that is that the angels are trying at all times to communicate with you. Angels try to send you signs when danger approaches you. Through the signs, they also try to show you the way forward. You can also get answers to the questions you ask yourself through the signs of angels. One of the clearest signs angels send you are feathers. You have been able to find feathers in the most unexpected places in your home, or even hidden in the pockets of your clothes. Angels leave feathers in their wake to remind you that you are not alone, that they are always with you, that they are by your side. Angels leave feathers when it is important for you to remember that you have a whole celestial army on your side and that you do not have to suffer alone. There are no coincidences, there is order and the laws of the universe. There are things that cannot be explained from a logical or rational sense. They can only be understood by applying spiritual intelligence and divine wisdom. You can try to convince yourself hundreds of times that there must be a logical explanation for everything that happens to you. However, with the passage of time you will discover that the reason behind all that is nothing more than the spiritual accompaniment of the angels and their attempt to communicate with you. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. Inside you look for answers. You ask yourself questions and the angels come to your side to give you answers. But the angels' answers sometimes come directly to your consciousness, without passing through the filters of the mind. That is to say, the answers sometimes just come to your thoughts. But actually behind that are the angels, inspiring you and helping you. And when they answer your questions by sending information directly to your consciousness or inspiring your intuition, you may hear a faint ringing sound. Even if you don't have any bells nearby. It's the trace that angels leave in their wake when they send you information. Your spiritual nature is aware that you are not alone in this task of awakening consciousness, and therefore you are continually asking for guidance and assistance even if you are not aware of it. However, you are not always aware that you are receiving these signals, and you overlook them, often lamenting that you are not receiving the answers you expected. Let me insist and remind you that in many occasions the answers come to your mind and manifest as a thought or as an intuition, but if you pay a little attention, you will be able to receive and interpret the signals with more ease. To receive the signals correctly, it is necessary that you disconnect from the ego and enter into connection with your being, with your source of infinite love. And in those moments you will be able to see that there are many more signs around you than you thought. Flowers may appear in your path, or you may find flower petals in unexpected places. This is a sign that the angels are blessing your path. But you have to be open to receive the signs from the angels. You have to open your heart and your consciousness to divine wisdom. You need to stop reasoning and questioning things so much and start listening to your inner voice. You must try to see the world from another point of view, one in which you have the certainty that reality is much more than what you can see and touch, that the universe is inhabited not only by human beings, but that there are different beings that inhabit different planes, and one of them are the angels. Because when you are aware of this, reality is unblocked, and you can see things from a deeper and truer dimension. To receive the signs of the angels, you don't have to be focused on receiving them all the time. You simply have to be in a position of openness, ready to receive these signals when they arrive. Moreover, you must be certain that whenever you need a sign, you will receive it. Because in this way you will understand that the angels leave many signals around you, and you will also know how to interpret what they want to tell you with these signals. If, for example, you find coins while you are walking down the street, or you find coins in hidden places in your home, it is a sign that the angels are helping you to activate abundance in your life. They are working to bring energies of abundance and provision to you. That is why you must always look for an explanation for the things that happen to you. Because things don't just happen. And many of those things that you think are coincidental are actually signs from the angels and synchronicities of the universe. You must stay relaxed, keep going about your day-to-day business, but never forget the signs. Don't forget that you can receive messages from the angels. So, little by little, you will begin to be aware of the signs when you receive them, and you will begin to interpret them with ease. Know that at all times you still have free will. You may receive a sign from the angels that inspires you to make a certain decision, but you may not be ready to make it. When you receive a sign from the angels, you will know what they advise you, but you will always continue to decide for yourself. Receive with joy the signs of the angels, because that means that we are by your side, that we do not leave you alone, that we accompany and assist you at all times. Today I will send you a sign to let you know that I am with you, that you can ask me for a sign whenever you need it, and that reality is much bigger and transcends far beyond the physical plane you inhabit, my beloved. To receive our signals, you must always keep your heart open to communication and teaching. You must vibrate in the love and harmony of your unity with the beings of light. You must know that whenever you need a sign or a guide, we can provide it, and therefore, whenever you ask for a sign, you must do so with the certainty that you will get an answer to your request. All these signals that you have been receiving throughout your life are not coincidences, my beloved. We angels are in direct connection with nature and with the frequency of sound. It was no coincidence that bird that landed next to you on a particular occasion. It was no coincidence the warm ray of sunshine that you felt on your skin one day. It was no coincidence the breath of wind on your face that made you reflect on the path you were going to take. Perhaps on all those occasions you were not aware that it was a sign, but if you think about it, the truth is that after receiving those signals, something changed in you. Suddenly in your consciousness had been integrated information that you did not have before, and you surprised yourself feeling a strong intuition, a hunch. But those things were, my beloved, signals from the angels. Now I ask you, Are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Be proactive and open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. Do not underestimate the power of now. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.